Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon back with another episode of DC Universe Online. And this is a continued coverage of the Community Style Initiative. We are now in the second round of voting. So if you watch my previous video, which is in the link to the upper right, we started out with 9, but here MEPS explains that they started with the forum thread, and then they submitted a whole bunch to DC Comics, of which they approved. They actually approved 10, but only 9 made it in on time. So those were the 9 from the previous video, and then he's explaining why each of the ones were picked. So they did at least loosely go based on the number of suggestions, because he starts with, okay, it looks like he's, alright, they're in alphabetical order, to be fair. So yeah, Asriel received many suggestions. If you go through the thread, you'll see a lot of people post different Asriel screenshots. So we see potential in the suit standing out, knightly armor, but also sleek, cool cape. Yeah, I spent a lot of time talking about the cape because it's basically like 3 capes combined. And yeah, unlikely to show up in content. So this will be a special suit. It's not going to be tied to a promotion as I thought. Barda made the list because we felt what was in game doesn't do her justice, and she was also suggested a lot. So, but like I said, Barda, like we already have it. If they want to improve the style, they should just refresh that with textures, the same way they did with like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Blue Beetle obviously has been loudly requested for a long time. The suit itself is really different. We think there's a lot of room to get creative. I'm hoping this is suggesting a battle reactive suit, because he's saying creative. He's obscure enough we don't see an episode focused on him. Okay. Brainiac made the list because people just kept asking for Brainiac. That's not a good enough reason. This would be the same case as Barda, though. Like, take the existing one, take Phantom Zone Reaver, and make it more shiny, add some special effects to it. Oh wait, sorry, that would be Zod. Yeah, Zod is the same case. Armor and cape overall, leave us room to build it. Yeah, see, the Zod one I think is recreatable. We'll go over that again when we look at the second round. But yeah, Brainiac, you could just take one of the existing ones and touch it up. Zod, in my opinion, same case. Hawker Earth 2 made the cut because of how sleek and interesting her outfit looks. We have some Hawk stuff, but thought there was a lot of room to really double down. Jonah Hex is different than most character costumes. He has the weird West horror vibe. Western cowboy, but better. Yeah, he's sort of like a sci-fi cowboy. So this is, Jonah Hex is definitely an interesting suit. Queen Morella, actually a lot of people haven't heard of this one, but if you look at Twitter, this one was suggested by Mermaid. So she knows all the Atlantean characters. But this is one of the most interesting ones because of like the transparency and the textures. It is not something we can create in the game now. Yara Floor, she might have the trend in her favor simply because Future State is current right now in the comics. Interesting character with a really interesting Amazon that's not Amazon suit. Yeah, it's sort of like Amazonian over slimline. So, as simple as that might sound, we can't recreate that currently. So those are the reasons for all of them given by MEPS. And here we are with the Community Style Initiative, the second round of voting. So in the first round, they eliminated Barda. It's pretty much the obvious ones. It's Barda, Brainiac, and Hawkgirl. Barda because we have Brainiac, because you can sort of make that already. And Hawkgirl, you can't make the pattern, but the shape you could. So those are probably the 3 least exotic. Now if we see what's left, Blue Beetle is still there. I have a feeling Zod will be eliminated because based on the 3 that were eliminated, this would be the next one up. Yeah, if you look at this, I would say, like, you could do Phantom Zone Reaver for the chest. I'm sure we have a shoulder that looks like that. You don't have to go asymmetric because you use the Hades cape to cover the other side anyway. But if you wanted to go asymmetric, there's probably something on the one of the Amazonian ones does have a right shoulder. The hands are speed metal, the Red Death style. Legs, I would go Phantom Zone Reaver, and I can't quite see the boots, but we do have a boot variety. So this one is, you can get pretty close to this, and you'd have to unify it with a material, of course. But yeah, I would think this is the next one to go. So Yara Flor still survives. Like I said, she's going to be riding the current trend of DC Comics. If this were released like 20 years ago, I think this would get eliminated. Simply because shape-wise, it's not as exotic or as like different as the others. Queen Morella, although most people might not know who she is, this was the one character I wasn't familiar with. Her costume is one of the most original out of the ones eliminated to 9 and to 6. So she will still stand up. Jonah Hex is basically riding the trench coat, the hashtag trench coat, because everybody wants another one of those. Asriel, again, I'm going to vote for this one because it's my personal favorite. I think the popularity of the character, though, might cause him to get eliminated in the next round. Because usually people like it's like a mixed feeling on Asriel. Like a lot of people don't like the Nightfall Batman. But I'm kind of going a lot on like the armor parts. Again, I'm hoping they don't pick this exact one for because this is not the original Asriel. This is like I think it's the current remake of him for whatever Rebirth. But for Asriel, I liked the original one from the very first origin story. Okay, so those are the 6. We should see another round, I believe, tomorrow on the 23rd, where they eliminate 3 more, and then we'll have the 3 final that we actually vote on. Alright, that is it from here. I will leave the link to the voting below. So cast yours, and thanks for watching.